Sorry about the layoff. It's Friday night. We got word of mouth. We're going to do an edition tonight of courses that are going to possibly eat my lunch. We're going to try not to have that happen tonight. We got myself here. We got Richard Kagan in the background doing work. Love to have him back. Happy he's feeling a little better. Got all issues resolved. I think we're looking and feeling pretty strong tonight. Got a couple of invites here. I'll start off. I want to get a little warmed up. I haven't gotten to play. Just took a shower. Play a couple of the events mode real quick. I think I've got that all locked up. You guys saw the last one with the sound off. But I popped a 2 better, and I've got all clean rounds other than that. I can't see that one getting beat up too bad. How you doing, Lewis? Nice to have you. But it's a rough setup. I think out of my 4 clean rounds, 2 of them I had 0 points. Just because you're sticking greens. You're just going to try to stick greens instead of actually make stuff a lot. So I'll play a couple of these just to get loosened up. And then I got a good 5 courses so far of, let's say, problem courses. I'd like to get a Black Hills invite in there. If somebody wants to get one out of there too. One shot, how you doing, sir? I'd like to get one of the Black Hills invite would probably be a good one to have. What else? We got a Royal. I mean, Tundra, you guys think people seem to not like Tundra, but I don't really think it's too hard of a course. Maybe a Bayou is it can be a very rough course sometimes, depending on distances. Oh, King's sending Black Hills, and he's probably going to send a Tundra too. But Tundra's just, I don't think Tundra's that hard of a course. It's just a couple of shots that you have to have the right bounce on and have the right setup on. Otherwise, you should probably take your birdies. Black Hills is the whole course is like that. What other ones are there? I have a Sequoia invite, which I still think is one of the best hard courses. A Bella course where Bella would be a great one to have for one of the invites. Anybody else got any other ideas? I already have a Royal invite with Sean Gervais, where we played the first one last night after I said the snap accept on Facebook, and I beat him 23-20. Like, I went par, eagle to finish on a double eagle, par 3. So I lost 3 there. But, like, hole 9, I hit an amazing shot to have a chip for eagle. But I think that's a really good course to see. Because that one there, for certain, you could have par being... I mean, I've shot 31 as my best in that course. And par being 28 or 29 where I shoot 20. That's a rough one in general. I whiffed that ball a little, but that's okay. Hi, Bez. Hi, Dave. Yeah, and sorry on Wednesday, guys. With the VA stuff, man, they're being really rough. Like, they'll try to get me to cancel appointments, and finally I just said, no, I'm in too much pain in my foot. I need to see this stupid rheumatologist. And then I go, and I literally waited for 4.5 hours, I think, for my appointment time. And didn't get anything done anyway, so, yeah, pretty standard. All right, now, maybe Pearl Lagoon in there, but that's not. Yeah, there's 2 really hard holes on Pearl that are rough. What else? What other good ones? I had a Timber invite that got sent to me. That's a pretty good one too. I'll tell you what. After this events mode, I'll go through all the courses and we'll see which ones are really rough for people. Oh, did I murder that over? Oh, almost got the Ultra out of it instead. Chris, there are some rough ones. Some of these older ones can really pound on you. I gotta give Chris Pretieri a little. Auburn's a great one too. That's a good one, Richard. But Chris Pretieri had a post today, and it was a meme I saw. And it talked about the Rick Ashley paradox, right? And it goes something like, you can't ask Rick Ashley for his copy of the movie Up, because if you ask him for the movie Up, he can never give it to you, but then he will let you down by not giving it to you, thus creating the Rick Ashley paradox. I thought that, I couldn't stop laughing about that. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'd like to get a Bayou in there tonight, Billy. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. Anybody got any other ideas? I think that'll kind of cover it. We should have a good 10 courses in there that are some of the rougher ones of all time. Oh, come on. Really? Somebody sent me a Canyon invite too. I don't put that up on the harder courses of all time, but it's definitely got, I mean, there's some shots on it. Once you learn the shots on that course, it can be pretty friendly. And there's a lot of bailout shots where you could be really safe on it. But also, I mean, if you're trying to go for the max score, then it's hard to do. It's hard to do without trying to go for them. I have a Shady Acres. Oh, and I have a Southern. I have a Shady and a Southern Oaks. Those are two good ones as well. Oh, shit. I got it, Alex. I accepted yours, bud. All right, I think I'm pretty warm. I'll finish this one out just so we can see. Yeah, Palm Springs. Palm Springs, Desert, Falcon Sands, you know, the hard ones. Hey, Jay, how you doing, sir? This hole, I blew so many rounds on this hole. And I should have just been doing that every time. I kept high tea in 3 woods trying to run it at the hole hard. Now, I don't think most of you know this, but you could drive this hole. It would be... I'm going to try it right now because it's actually kind of the good look with it. But you can get a ramp, right? If you catch this just with the 8.5 with roll, it might have been the 9.5 with roll that worked. I'm trying to think what I used to play on this course, and now I'm thinking it would have been the 9.5. But it would catch the top of this hill and kind of take off, and you'd get to the bunker and sometimes get it to pop out. I'm going to try it with the 8.5, though, and see if I get over the hill. No, it's the 9.5. It's got to be. Nah, close. It got a good kick to start. Herb, how you doing, bud? Hi, John. John, have you gotten to go down and play with your boy on his home edition now? Herb, it's just I shot. It's 4 clean games, and then the 1 2-better I shot during the stream. It took me more games than I'd like to admit to get the clean rounds too. Most of it was me doing something stupid trying to hole out though, so I can't be too upset. Like stuff like that, I'd do. Oh, that was horrid. That's okay. Good warming up on the chipping. Oh. That's weird. This is playing with normal roll on this chip, and it should be just a little bit. That thing was taking off like it was rolling, coming off a fairway. This hole can eat your lunch too. I'll say that much. It's tough to position it. Stouts make it a bit easier though. You just have to know your second shot's going way over that. Yeah, clean's 36. So 180 would be clean for the total score. Grizzly sets up for 26 almost every time. There's a couple that you can get extra. Oh, we don't want to play another event. Let's take a look at all the courses. I think I got a couple more. What is he getting? I didn't read about what he was saying about his thumbs. It's probably user error or the new ball, especially on a brand new machine, right? The brand new machines have that film over the top of them, and I've found that crap from that film will get inside of the ball. And on a new machine, a lot of the times I like to take the trackball out and basically clean it off, polish the ball down really good. Hi, Adam Miller. Hi, buddy. How you doing? All right, let's take a look and see. Okay. Yep. I'll show you the magic putt tonight. It's a real simple thing, right? And I can show it to you even without a putt. Let's look and see what other courses we have. All right, we're going to just go through. Crawdad's one of the harder ones. Pembroke was harder. Ruby, maybe not as hard as it could be. I think Pearl was challenging. Sequoia, very challenging. Coconut's another good one. None of those. Black Hills, Woodland too can be a bit iffy. None of the first year's courses. Bayou, Southern, Monument's good. So, wow, this year was a hard year of courses. Now that I'm looking at it, Southern, Monument, Bella, and Tahiti all had a lot of extra strokes you could play with. Tundra, Auburn, Royal. Oh, this is a hard year too. Tundra, Auburn, Royal. Jesus. Canyon was wow, this is shady. Pelican is up there too. I turned the lens. Oh, I may have touched the lens, Richard. All right, so we got some though. Let me get this. Misty can be a bit. See, once you know the shots on Misty, it's not too bad. But it's another one though. You can swing from. I can shoot a 28 on it, and then also drop down and shoot an 18 on it too. And a lot of Misty comes down to how bad you fuck up 18. Yeah, Royal's definitely on the list. That's going to be one. I think we might start with Royal. Also, Royal has probably my most unique set of clubs that I play. All right, so that one's going away. That we don't need to go. All right, so I got a Royal, I got a Shady, I got a Sequoia, I got a Southern. I got a Bella, a Timber, a Canyon, and a Bayou. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good grouping here. Sequoia's on the list too. Sequoia's possibly my favorite course of all time. Well, we're going to start here. Look at my all-time record on this machine since 325, and I think I've only played it 5 times since then. Now, if we look, my set of clubs here is way different. I carry my 8.5 and my 10.5. 3 wood, 4 wood, 5, 6. 2 hybrid, and the 2 hybrid is important when it comes to hole 18. Really 18, and I think it's 10 is the other one that they're big on. And then since I hate the 8 wood in general, but since I had to drop and add the 2 hybrid, I wanted to have the 8 wood instead of the 7-9 combo. And then I go with my normal 5 down, my 5 iron on down. Oh yeah, it can go. I mean, this course can go, and it's just 2 bad bounces, and you can go from shooting a 30 to shooting a 20. Okay, so now this one can be drivable. I never see the tee box where it's right. You can hit a high tee 10.5 straight sometimes through here. You can hit a high tee C3 8.5, 9.5, 10.5. You got to get it barely around the outside edge of this and have it not catch the tree. It's safe if you go for it and miss it. Most of the times you're ending up in the bunker. But there was a setup on there that we were on the green most every time you wanted to. And I gotta think, were tees out for this year's courses? No. Wait, yeah, there were tees. Yes, there were tees on this one. Hey, Neil, how you doing, sir? I also am going to have a really cool giveaway, something coming up. Already got, the item's really good. You guys are all going to like it, especially all you home edition guys. Well, really, it's going to be only you home edition guys. Just got to figure out a way to do it. Okay, this is a shot not many people know, right? Yeah, you can go to this island. As long as you're on the island, you got a 5-wood in from there. If I have an outwind, though, you can bang a C3 high tee driver from here. And you can actually drive this green. It hits the upslope on the hill right here, right? And it sometimes even hits a branch coming in, hits the upslope, and does a slow bounce down. The last bounce shoots it into the bunker and has enough speed to ramp up the bunker and onto the green. I have a YouTube up, I believe, from back in the day, that I actually lipped out the hole-in-one off the tee on this. It ramped out of there and came out so hot it lipped off the cup. Otherwise, though, you can just murder a high tee straight forward. You got to stay farther left or else you got a tree in your way, but I should be okay from here. No scoop on the new courses yet. No time frame. I'm not sure when the release date is. We're gonna have in the next week sometime. We'll have Kevin on and we'll talk about more of those types of things that we can ask. So if you guys got some questions you want to get out there for Kevin or for IT in general, please send them off to me. It's Mark with a C at helpmemark.com. Just shoot any questions that you guys have there. You can send them. I'll put them on the Facebook page, anything like that too. And I'll be sure to touch base with them on these. Oh. I hope the cool setup here is on the back nine. There's a couple cool shots that you can do. This one, keep it as far right as you can. I don't even mind sand on the right, as long as I'm far enough up. That's not terrible, because I got to line it at the hole now. You just can't be, if you don't line up the hole, you can't cut out of the sand, and then you're basically putting yourself to have a long putt. Kevin Lindsay. I don't know what Kevin's new title is now offhand, but I think he's second behind Adam now, something like that. He's the one that we all say, fuck you, Kevin Lindsay, when you miss it, when you miss something. Dear home drop, man, these I swear. That's a very good question, Herb. Okay. With the right to left win, your high tee 4-wood and 5-wood will clear the rock to the right of the trees here. So on this setup, I pretty much have a straight shot at this. If it's the wind the other way, it's rough. You could skip a low tee driver off the water. You could skip the 8.5 with no low tee, but I'm going to take the safe shot here and go with the high 4. Now, and in that case, Stouts actually were a disadvantage of me there because I didn't have the wind helping me back towards the green on it. This one, just get it up in the fairway. As long as you're in the fairway, even in the back of the sand, you're in a good spot. But you got a clear look at it. But that's a perfect question. We will ask Kevin exactly what he does. Okay, guys, this is a sweet shot. I hope it's there. Are we to the right? Yeah, it is. Is it backspin or roll? I can't remember. I think it's roll. All right. You see the three trees in front of me. If you're to the right of them and you have an outwind, you can hit a shot with roll directly into the hill in front of me to the right of that tree that's in the middle up higher on the wall. And watch this ball. It shoots way high in the air and it should push out a lot. Oh, come on. Why does that putt? I turned it into a par. That's awesome. Great shot. But I caught one branch. I mean, it's a crapshoot coming down that hill. But if you saw it, it has the speed and it will get on. In fact, I think I got shot of the year with that shot for acing it. Got that. But as you can see, you got to put these balls in the right positions. This hole, I think we got a good look. All right, so if you have the choice and you got a line, your goal is to put it up on the strip of fairway here next to the building, right? Now, this wind is, it's a little bit more challenging. Stouts make it a little easier. You got other shots this way, too. I kind of want to hit one of these ones this way. If you get it far enough up, you got an A1-ish type shot in. If you have to leave it back farther, you can go with a C3 shot in too. Knee's feeling great. Everything's good in that route. So I'm happy. I'm healthy. We're going to try to go for the strip, though. Yeah, and that's the worst thing that could happen. Oh, well, I think I'm still there from here, though. Nope, I didn't get to the rough first. I can't chip anymore. I'm so off on it lately. There's never a time I go anywhere but around the left. It's just about choosing which club you're going to use, whether you're going to high tee it or not. On this one, I'm going to high tee it because I don't want it to spin to the right. I just want it to hit and die right there. If I had no high tee, I would have snapped that across the green. All right, we got a really friendly setup here. This is pretty easy. Careful, even when you have this look, that tree, there's that group of palm trees that hang over the front of the green. Yeah, the 9-iron hits those. If you have a wind that's not out, it hits the green, and once it hits that branch, it's coming right down in the water. What we got here now, though, is a low T thumb bite that's got a chance of going in. Okay, the drivable par 5. This is ugly. I wish I put a 9.5 in my bag. The 10.5 will go through that group of trees right in front of it. This is not a fun look, dude. I don't like this at all. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to high tee the C3 3-wood. Bubble, I haven't, with right now, I have no idea. I haven't looked in a while. It will fluctuate anywhere from top 10 to top 50, depending on whether I'm playing that month or not. I think, okay, right now I'm ranked 29. Last month I finished at 18. It's a little different, though, the way they do the world rankings, because when I'm playing at home, I don't typically play a lot of the newer courses. I'll play older courses and invites, and those don't do anything to your world ranking. So it changes that up a bit. What I'm going to try to do here is pop a C3 here, and I'm going to high tee the C3 with the 3-wood. Just keep it barely around the outside edge of that tree, hit the rough atop the hole, and have it hit the wall and trickle down. This is probably going to be in the water. It's a tough setup, but we'll see if we can get it. Yeah, I didn't get it there. That didn't have enough. That was an ugly look. I'll take the eagle. All right, now 18. You notice I put the 2 hybrid in there mainly for this hole. It's probably not going to come into play. I might hit a little trick shot here though. I think I need to put the 9.5 in my bag for this course. I think I'm missing it. God, this is an ugly look too. They really did not do us any favors here. So if you look, there's a tree that overhangs right in front of the green that your 5 woods, your 4 woods, all your higher woods hit. I think I'm actually going to hit an A1 with the 2-bird and try to bend it around. You can't full A this, though, because this will snap too hard into the walls. And even then, I stick it with a good shot, and I got to make a left 10, and if I miss, it's over the edge. All right, so I missed the double eagle, but I only lost 1 there. It just bled me a couple strokes. I would say par on that was probably 27 or 28. I'm curious. We'll see what Gervais shot on it, too. But I kind of have a feeling I whooped his ass, though, I bet. That's just a guess. All right, next. We'll go to Shady. We've gone through Shady quite a few times. Oh, look at that. Look at Paul Dennis with a world record. Shady's all about positioning off the tee, right? You have to put the ball in the right place in order to access the par 5s. I mean, there's 2 or 3 par 5s on this course that if you don't put the ball in the perfect spot off the tee, you're not getting an eagle on it. Young and I'm only getting older. I'm on one. Like this one too. Put it to the left, put it to the right, and get yourself a clear shot at the green. Yeah, there goes the stream deck. Yeah, Richard, I got to build that table. That stream deck does not stay on the keypad while I'm playing. Oh. Again, put it in proper course positioning. Keep this to the far right, and you get a straight shot in. Ah. Yeah, this is another one that can eat you up real quick. Just smooth, get it to the middle. Make sure you got a putt. If you leave this too short, you get blocked and don't have a putt. That's lucky, but I don't mind the bunker from there. The bunker from there is actually a pretty simple chip. Got it, Neil. might have to friend me on the app first. Oh. So this par 5 coming up, I think it's this hole, is probably the key to the round. Okay, if you look, let's see if we can get a good view of it. Going at this green, those trees are all high and are all low enough that an A1 of anything coming in is hitting it. If you can get it, leave it to where you can cut it, a driver in, your driver can be underneath the trees and have enough speed to carry through the rough. So I want to leave this ball between 285 and really I don't want to go any higher than 310. And I don't want to be at 310. 310 is where I'm going to have to hit it hard. And I don't want to have to hit this shot hard. What I found is if you go right between the tip of the two bunkers, pretty much right here, a little bit right, it's a perfect distance. Okay, I like where I'm at. We should be about 305. Oh, I left it pretty far back. It's fine, though. I have a little outwind. You just hit... I can't snap this in, though, right? If I snap this too hard, I'm going to hit the last tree there. Okay, that was a pretty damn good ball, I got to say. I'm giving myself credit on that. Got it. I'm getting it right now. Purple could be pink. Oh, we got a couple. Sorry about that. All right, you're accepted. It's funny because these are the holes like this par 3. I'll mess up inexplicably a lot. I don't understand why. All right, last really hard hole in the front because it's the last hole in the front. You got to have a bender coming in, but you got to have a bender that is around the trees at the end. So you're pretty much going to be, if you go with a lower than a driver, it hits the early trees. So I'm going to cut a driver, and on this one, I'm going to low tee it because maybe I'll skip the water then. But I got it over, which is good. So you don't want it to skip the water because it doesn't always on that setup, even with the low tee. But you got to hit it hard. If you hit it too hard, you go long. Longer is better than short on that. So we stayed clean on that. I'm actually pretty happy about that front. I don't always reply. Oh, here we go. We got the Black Hills. All right, perfect. We got a King Black Hills. Good. This one, get it up as far as you can. If you don't think you can get it past the to where the bend starts in the second bend of the fairway, you can put at the edge of this fairway to the right and have a shot in between the trees. It's rare, if ever, that you can't get it long enough on this, though. So I'm going to just murk this up there. Murder boner! And see, I'm fine. And it rarely will... It's almost impossible for it to roll into the water. It'll stop in the rough. I know... You can try to go up real close. I prefer not to, because then you get that tree on the right in your way. I'll just leave it back here and have a smooth shot in. I can attack this pin pretty well from back here. Doesn't matter what the wind is like. I spy. All right, we got a Tundra too from King. All right, we got some games to play now. Hi, Neil. Tell your mother I said hello. I don't know her yet. Get it up as far as you can and stay as right as you can. Rough is bad here. If you're not in the rough, the shot's not bad. Royal Dubai. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Another one. This is another par 3. I'll inexplicably blow sometimes, but not this one. Maybe I did. No. Like piano keys. Pretty safe shot. When the A1 Turbo was here, you would drive the screen sometimes and we didn't know why, but you could just leave it back. I'd rather have a full distance club and then have it, put it up to be like 50 yards and then have to play an in-between club. I could turn into wife. With my little... It's a simple looking hole. You just got to play your distances. You can't put yourself behind the clover leaves on one of the wrong spots because you don't have a putt. Stouts really help on something like this because, I mean, if you're cutting for fighting 11, you can easily miss the line and have it be behind one of the clover leaves. And this setup with Stouts, it's only a 5. I just basically are going to hit a straight shot. And then it's just all worried about distance. And if you guys notice, on this course especially, I play up a club quite a bit and hit a lot of smoother, softer shots in at holes. I can control the spin a lot better that way, too. Okay. Another damn near impossible par 5. You can go with an A1 and try to sneak it under the edge of the trees and get it out to the fairway. You can also go with an A1 out to here, out to this rough. If you miss the line, though, you're pretty much blocked. Here's the shot I hit 99% of the time. I am going to hit a high tee driver, and I'm going to aim just into the branches to the right of this tree. Right? I want it to hit the branches. With the 8.5 driver, it's not clearing these trees. As long as I don't hit the trunk, I'm good. Okay, I'm in the pine needles. Oh my God. But it's great. Look at how good this shot is coming in. And out of the dirt, you still get some good spin. '17, we all got to see this at events last week. All right. And then 18. 18 is going to be... It's an optical illusion type hole too, right? Because I always thought of this, but if you look at the screen, it's actually a straight right 10, right? I always felt like it came off and back at me, but it doesn't. So like, and typically in golf, all the greens drain toward the water, so you should have a slope toward the water. It's not like that on this hole. So now it's just a matter of getting your cut to land just to the right of the pin so that it checks back at the hole and fights the right 10. In this case, I have a 7 outwind with Stouts. I could go with the 5 wood with like a full C3 almost. Ugh. I kind of like the 7 with the full C3. I mean the 5 wood with this full C bite. And I didn't get it out enough. Yeah, I didn't throw it out. See, that was too much cut. That's all. Now the chip gets a little rough. We'll take it. We'll take the par. That's fine. It's a par. Ah, that's rough. I had a good chance at that one. God, I think in the ultimate cycle, I popped a 27 on that, which is that was helpful. Because that core, I mean, that was one mistake, and it was, I mean, one bad shot. That was still pretty close to being decent. That I dropped from a 26 to a 24. So not very scoreable course as well. We're gonna go to Sequoia now. Sequoia's a par of 28, can set up to be a par of 30. Might be even a 31 in there. I don't know if it is anymore, though. Probably my favorite course. Which means I'm going to shit the bed on this one the most. It's okay, Neil. Hey, Phil, how you doing tonight, sir? All right, this one is one that could be an extra hole. If you get one of the front boxes, you can hit a C3 around the trees. Not today. I can't get anywhere near this green. All right. Let's see if we can make this one. Come on. Well, at least I gauged the shot right. I mean, even this hole's tricky just because it doesn't line up right at the holes in the trees. And that's 356 coming in. So that's going to take a poke no matter what club. I don't like hitting the high tee 8.5 through the trees in front of me. And actually, I don't like hitting the high tee much at all on this. I think I have to hit a high tee. This isn't a bad look. Woo, I like that. That felt good. But that's just a challenging little shot, right? Another one. You got to make sure you stay. If you can go way up and get it past those two trees out in the middle of the rough there, you can murder this high tee and stay in the rough. There's a shot to the left, too, where you can go through the outside edge of the tree. It's not a very big gap. I'll just put it here. In the fairway. Got to stay in the fairway because you're going to have a cut shot in. Now, there is a tree behind this one, so you got to hang this out farther than you think. So I'm actually going to play up an extra club and cut it and throw it out a little more. It's going to leave me a longer putt. Hi, Ricky. If I cut it enough. God damn it. I had that speed just right. I might have just bit that back. Oh, I thought I was biting it into the water. Yeah, it was moist, Neil. I'll agree. All right, so we're 2 off now. That's not good. 3 out, 3 wind in my face. Let's see if we can make one back right here. Nope. I pushed that a little left. My thumbs, ever since going to that gig, I went up to that gig with CJ's place up in Minnesota. My thumbs have been just nothing. All right, this is a rough hole too. Now, a lot of the times you're going to hit a C2-ish, C3-ish type shot between the gap, the open area, and the trees. Today, I'm going high tee 6 wood right through this gap in the trees. The 5 wood gets high enough to get to the gap too. The 6 wood, though, is pretty friendly look on that. Just got to get this ball to get over the hump and start coming down the hill, but not too hard because it will keep going. I did not get greedy on that shot. I could have pushed that right more, but my thumbs are, like I said, thumbs gone wild lately. I wasn't about to push that right into the tree. Pretty good look here. Okay, this hole's another one that can be drivable. If I'm on the box closer and the box to the right, and if this shot with a big outwind too can be there, but a high tee driver straight through that gap can get on the green. Not on this look. Otherwise, you just want to find your distance coming in that you like. All of these are 9 wood, 7 woods in from here, so I anywhere down at the bottom is fine for me. And I got greedy. Did I get too greedy? A little bit. Okay, so yeah, it actually is 31 can be the max par, because I know another hole too. And actually 32, because 17 is a drivable par 5 that you never go for. Wow, I never realized par could be 32 on this course, now that I'm looking at it. It's 28, and then you've got the 4 extra ones. That they're not there very often, but just nuke this up as far as you can. As far as you can will generally get you this line in, so you have a very easy second shot. All right, this is a little rougher distance for me. The O hybrid's a really cool club to have on this. Don't need it. So that pin is, this is actually going to be tough. We're going to have a real rough look here. I'm going to hope that the low 4 stays under this. I hit the rocks, and because it's a path in there, it's not dirt, so it bounces up pretty far off of it. That's too high and too far. So you're really looking to try to find the apex of the curve that you're hitting. And I'm doing that by judging my total distance and then knowing that, like, let's just take it about halfway mark is when the ball starts coming down on the ball flight. So this should be down below it if I hit it, however I hit it. I was way off on my math there. Crap. Wow, that's OB too? Shit. All right. Got to cut it a little to kill that height. Oh, yeah, that is pretty good. This hole can be drivable too. If you get up to another box closer in A1-ish, and actually this is pretty close right now. We'll try it. Yeah, that was actually pretty damn close. A little bit more out, and I would have gotten that on. That is pretty sweet, Richard. I'd love to give you guys a really good way at going at 17 too, but I don't have one. I don't have a for sure way. All right, this one, I'm going to play the skip driver off the water here. All right, it's not a full cut. Yes, it is a full cut. Goddamn, I'm messing everything up. Not a very good setup, guys. This has been kind of a disaster. All right, somebody got an ace for one of the shots of the week where he made it straight through the hole and canned us. That look is actually pretty decent. We'll try it. What the hell? Wow. I got it through and went long. All right. It's going to be a low T 10.5 right now. Remember, the 10.5 will snap. So, and actually, I'm going to hit a low T 3 wood so it doesn't snap as hard. Oh, that was tough, man. That was a brutal round. See, ate my lunch there a little bit. Yeah, so I mean, I'd have to say par was 28 there without it. Well, and I mean, I got through, so technically, if we're really counting it, 17 was an eagle hole. Was a double eagle hole. With Build-A-Bag, this course got a lot easier. This one changed quite a bit with Build-A-Bag. The fact that you can have the two drivers helps out a shit ton on it. All right, I'm playing Bernhard here, so I'm going to have to put this thing together. This hole's a bitch, too. Look at how, when it's this far back, it's... The second shot is not easy. I want to stay in the fairway no matter what, or first cut, so I can cut the second shot in. Yeah, this has got to be a cut in. I'm okay with that putt. I'll take that putt all day. Just doubted it. So moist. That was creamy. Bitch of a hold here too, guys. I skip the water in this hole almost every time. Ooh. That's a putt off that hill pretty much everywhere on the green. Just knock this up to the edge of this fairway. That hole is more, it's more a repetition hole. All you got to do is hit the A1. You'll just learn how hard you have to hit it depending on where the pin is. There were a couple times, though, where if the wind was blowing straight right to left, it was hard to bend it back enough. You just have to hit the A1 softer, then. Tough par 3 here. All right, straight over the top. It's a downhill fall towards the green. High tee makes this a lot easier. Now, I want to say that par on this is 27 if you can get 18. It might be 26 still. No, it's 27. If you put this tee shot in the right spot, your second shot you don't have to do anything with except just hit a 3-wood with release or roll. If you don't get in a good spot, you're playing an A1, possibly banking it off the hill. Now, see, this one changes a little bit with a 9-wood in your bag, too, because I can now go over the trees on the second shot. Now that I look at it, I might not be able to. But it's okay. It's a big green. I'm just going to cut the 7-wood. All right, so we're one better on the front. I got the hole in one. This hole's drivable sometimes, too. Not today. It's just an A1 high tee with the 8.5. I mean, the 9.5, the 10.5 preferably. I think the 9.5 will clear, but you got to hang it way out left. I wanted to release that, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm stupid, though. Wow. If we're going to keep doing dumb shit, that was dumb. That was really dumb. Big downhill spot, and I decided to just let it run. Go this way, because then you get a clean look at the green. So I'm back on par. Stupid. This is an ugly little hole sometimes, too. Today, it's not so bad. We're going to just stick with the 6, cut it a little bit, and hit it solid. Easy look here, too. Just banger A1. Get it way up there. When you can have some setups on here where it's hard to get it up the hill far enough. So you're positioning it just short of the bunker and trying to hit a C3 in. I didn't fail punching it. I punched that table good. I got it. I won. That table lost. I've got the pieces to prove it. I lost worse to the door than I did the table. You guys weren't allowed. You weren't around for the door. Stream was over for the door. Another one. Bomb it. Just bomb this ball. All right, tough par 3. This is a setup that a hole that I wish I had clubs other than the high woods. A low iron would be useful here. Maybe a 3 hybrid would be nice. But you can make your woods by low teeing something. Oh, that was a different night. By low teeing something coming into this, you could basically make your 6 wood play like a wood, like an iron coming in. Guys, this hole carries a lot. You've got to hit the green on a fly or else I'm going to go wet. And then it's a down 10, so it can roll over afterwards. It's a huge punch you in the dick hole right there. This is going to be tough driving, but we're going to try it. It backed up enough. I can save this to make it eagle. Oh, stop. I'll take the smooth 26, though. I would have to say that 17 would have been the one that could have eaten you up pretty good there. Because 17, if that ball rolls over, the drop is off to the right, and it's a right 10 chip that's damn near impossible to make. And if you miss it, it's wet for sure. I got into a fight. I got into a fight with one of the doors in my house one time. That's all. A lot of unique shots on this course, guys. One can be... You can get one up there pretty close sometimes because of the downslope, like bunker area. The rain basically negates any chance of driving into these holes, though. I mean, it really makes almost all of them not makeable either. This one, too, with no rain, I could hit a C3 and catch a ramp out of one of the bunkers sometimes. Not today. And you get a chip up there, too, at the very worst. Get up there. God, the rain stops it from doing anything. There will be some hole-out opportunities. This one becomes not so much one with the rain. He smashed half the door over his head. Now, the rain makes courses a lot more boring. I hate to say it. It was a really fun feature to have, but now after not playing with it, you can't attack a lot of holes with the rain. I mean, you pretty much, to make hole outs in the rain, you pretty much need to hit roll on shots to get it to the hole. Backspin is almost useless. Now, this is one that, if I'm playing on an old machine, it changes the way I'd play this. So when the course came out, we used to just knock this ball with an A1 just out here into the rough, right? But there's little fuzzy patches there now that you'll hit on your next shot. So you have to position this now to go next to the tree. Now, I think I went a little too close. Yeah, I don't like this. I might be in deep shit. I don't think I have a shot. We're going to try, though. All right, I'm okay. I can make this. I don't have old video cards, dude. I trashed all that crap. It's really something that shouldn't be there anymore, though. Oh, wow. Even now. So now it should be dry now. That last hole was moist. Yes, moist. I used it. But correctly. Now it's dry. We won't have rain the rest of this round. That was ugly. That was a bad shot. Sometimes I still think I'm playing the old 9-wood when I'm playing this course, which is much longer distance. I think I have a 740 and a 1050 sitting upstairs. I don't think either one of those are old stuff. All right, right on this hill. Perfect. Now, see, this is another one, though. I don't think that was heavy rough before. I think that's a change. I prefer the uphill second shot, so I normally go down here. Of magic, magic, magic. Magic. Ooh. All right, just knock it stiff, way left. Did he soften it enough? No. Softened it pretty good. 76 is as low as I'm going to go. Oh. You wrote me. Hey, Jack, how you doing, sir? Now, my preferred spot, you have to go for the islands or else you're not getting there in 2. My preferred spot to go to is this one on the right with the bush on it. The farthest one to the right. Because it's got a landing path that matches, it's like a runway, right? Rather than it being short and like fat and wide, it's deep. I can land on it and bounce forward. It's a question on whether I'm going to get it, though. Perfect. Oh, I watered that. I whiffed it. Oh, no, he did good. We're mine, the world seemed to burn. A lot different of a hole now. It's drivable most of the time now. Back when we played it with no tees, I don't believe we had tees. Did we have tees? I don't think we had 6-woods that cleared everything. But this is a straight shot. I remember hitting skip drivers off the hill to try and get it to sneak back down. Safe. I'm not getting kooky on this. Flown too close to the sun. Okay, good look for this. It's the harder look. So normally, if you're on the right boxes, you can go across the water and get it up for a second shot from that fairway or from the rough. I cannot do that right now, right? I can't do it. You can get lucky and push this down down in the middle of these wine. I think they're berries, right? I think it's wine. I think it's grapes. So you could, if you get it into the right spot in here, you'll have a shot clean. But most of the time you won't have a shot because it'll hit one of the bushes coming through. So now I need to put it between these two buildings and not too close to the fountain. This is an ugly look, actually, as looks go on this. So I'm going to just hit the 8.5 and try to bounce it off the wall because it angles me back. If it doesn't bounce too hard off of it, I should have a good shot. I almost want it to hit one of these bushes coming in so it dies. Not that. I didn't want to hit the trunk of it. Well, now I'm just going to knock it out to the fairway and try to hole out. But that hole there, that was actually the worst box you could get on it. I don't remember being there in quite some time. Oh, God, this is not pretty either. Jeez. I got to think through what I'm going to try here. Now, see, back in the day, with the other 9-wood, I could probably go with that underneath this branch and over the house. I don't think I can today. I don't think my 9-wood goes far enough. Wow. If anybody wants to chime in on something here, but I don't really have a good look here. I'm going to probably just high tee this and full and try to get it around and see if it cuts. I mean, that's 33 yards. I'm putting this because I'm getting a turbo. Good old, that's a big eagle, guys. Thinking about the bands. And one of the hardest hole 18s I've ever made, without a doubt. Stouts are going to make this a lot easier, but... Woo! I'll take the 26, guys. I think that's clean. I had a hole out. Did I miss? Yeah, I missed the par 5 on the front. So I'm one off, actually. Maybe 2. 26, though. You shoot 26 on that course. You're walking off of it feeling very good about yourself. Yeah, it was not easy. Getting 17 and 18 was not expected. Thank you, Tony. Now, imagine having Titans, though, fighting 17 and 18. 17, I think I would have done better with Titans. Just because I could have hit that a lot. I could have murdered that. I could have just hit an A1 and murdered it. It would have gotten out to the middle of the green. But 18, that 16 crossing my face would have been really tough. Now, also, we didn't have the 10.5 in our bags then either. So I would have either had to, I most likely would have been hitting the 8.5 driver or the 9.5 driver and skipping the hill trying to stick that green on that look. Yeah, it absolutely is, Tony. Oh, God, I watered it. Oh, cut enough. That didn't seem like it was turning at all. Yeah, it could be. I very easily could. Oh, not with shots like that. Jesus. Whoa. That's a bitty round. All right, we got a friendlier setup here. Oh, I Titans on everything. If there's no Stouts, Titans on the ball. God, can I get that across today? I don't know. That's pushing it, isn't it? I think I'm across. I think I'm there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the next ball's Titans. The Titans should get nerfed, too, to be honest with you. Oh, drivable. Is it? Is it a good look? It's a pretty good look. That's trouble. Now, see, this is where my risk to reward with not playing a lob wedge comes in. This is a tough chip for me to get this up. Perfect. I have to skip it off the face of that hill. But if I hit it a little too hard... Oh, Jack, you have to a lot of the times. That shot is the other... You have to do that if you can't cross the water. Grabbers, I played Grabbers 100% on 2009. Wait, what was it? Was it 19? I played Grabbers up until Agave, and when I got Agave hole 1, the bounce with Grabbers wasn't high enough to ever get on 1, so I was losing a stroke on hole 1. So I switched to Barrage, and Barrage are basically Titans with less spin. So, but Grabbers would be, if Titans and Stouts went away, I would go to Barrage. If Barrage went away, I'd go to Grabbers. And at some point, I'd have to start thinking about going to Streaks fully if all of those others went away. But if Grabbers, if there was no Titans and no Barrage, I would have to start contemplating about switching between Grabbers and Streaks. I murdered that. That's wet. Oh, come on. That's dumb. God damn it. That's one of the problems, though, when you're going back and playing these older courses with Stouts where you haven't played them a lot with. I hit that as if I would get the... I'd have the wind kill it, and the wind didn't kill it really at all. All right, yeah, no. World record's gone now. I can't catch him. Now I'm on a 25. We gotta make this. Gotta make this one, guys. Gotta make up for this stupid shit. And then you're gonna lay it up. You're gonna hit it 75 with your... that's not good. All right, we're gonna get some scoring here. We gotta do some back. We gotta make up 3 strokes. Yeah, without a doubt, Neil. So how many people in here right now actually have home editions? I'm kind of curious. One, I didn't really ever play the Razors. I'd have to play them. They're probably comparable. They're pretty similar to your Grabbers, and so that just comes down to personal feel. The problem that I would have with them, Tony, is that hardly any top players play them. So if I'm at a tournament or I'm at match play or I'm in match play or something, I can't learn from those people as easily if I'm playing a different equipment than they are. Hi, Ben. So you got to remember, yeah, you can play a whole bunch of different, equipment that you want to, but if no one else plays the equipment that you do, it's going to be damn near impossible for you to learn anything from other people's shots. So it's a big suggestion, like, play what everyone around you is playing for a while, unless the people that you're playing with are just shit. Don't do that. But play what the other people you see on streams and things are playing. So I mean, it's a pretty much the three balls you'll see: Titans, Streaks, Stouts. So Titans, Streaks, and Stouts. You'll see that probably 99% of match play. Those you can mimic then and learn the shots that people are hitting like that. All right, here we go. We're gonna try to high tee this. So cool story about this hole. Before I and maybe I just moved to Minnesota. Yeah, I just moved to Minnesota, but we had friends come up, and we're at majors in Apple Valley, and I'm playing. It's me, Will, Andy Fox, Tony Johnson. There. I think Stroh was there. So, and we're playing 2-3 player games, and we're on this course on one of them. And this hole comes up for 500, and I'm sorry, we're playing 4. I was player 4 because I was getting my ass handed to me. Well, they all put it on, and I canned it for 500. So the next game we moved to the machine to the left, and on that one it was Woodland Farm was the hole, and that bridge hole where you got to go through the bridge hole was at 500, and I hit that for 500 on the next game. It was a good night. I'll take that. I'm not sure how you thumb technique. I'm not sure how to describe a thumb technique, Jack. I'm kind of curious what you're asking more on that along that line. The player's bag's fine. Yeah, the clubs I'm not so concerned with. If you're, hey Chuck, how you doing? The clubs, the thing I'd be most concerned with is don't put in the off-branded 3 woods and 5 woods and irons that are different distances than what people are used to, because that'll change the clubs that you have coming in. Now, a lot of people have put a lot of time into the bags that they've made, covering gaps, covering all the holes for that year's courses, like making sure they got everything covered. So mimicry is the greatest form of flattery, and I don't think anybody's against stealing our shit. Now, this one's rough today, but I basically want to high tee this, and I want it to go just to the left of that farthest right tree. It should stop pretty quick, but then there's going to be no trees around me, and I'll have a straight line in. And I went to the right of it. Oh, it stopped anyway. Good. Perfect. Just where I want it. You're the next Drew Barry. So the rain was very friendly right there for me, actually. This hole used to be a lot harder. It all depends on speed. I'll snap them and get it there. But if I gotta get touch, which I'm more accurate when I'm just flipping them forward. But I also don't thumb hard. Like, I can't get much higher than 100. 100 is me pushing it. I mean, it was funny. I played with Dean Leakakis at World's Qualifier, and I'm like, I just thumbed the 9-iron. He's like, if I thumb my 9-iron, I'm going to go over the green by 30 yards. He was thumbing at like 118s. Yeah, he's got man thumbs, dude. I got little girl thumbs. It's fine. All right, this is going to be stupid hard. You do. That's right. Guys, this is a stupid hole right now. We're going to just try to get a little lucky. I got it back enough that I can make the putt. Oh, 14. Yeah, no, you don't have Tony. That was before we had When you didn't have tees, you had to. You don't have to do it anymore. There's never a setup that it's necessary. I'll get drunk and think I'm having fun and try it every now and then, but it's totally unnecessary now, though. All right, it's only a 7 wind, but this is a dramatic downhill. I bet if I don't push this right, I'm going to go in the water, but we're going to try it. Yeah, it's just, I don't... It's a fun one if you can ace it with that bank shot. It's a good one. All right, I always sucked at this hole, especially where the pin is. All right, I want to have a shot that comes in left to right, so I'm going to tee it up from here and move it back. Wow, look at how small that tee box is all of a sudden. That's awesome, mate. So just a little bit of cut and hammer it. Let's see if I cut it enough. I did. Oh, I gave that a run. All right, so here, this is back to the magic putt. We'll just do it. And it's really all the design of the trackball. The magic putt's all the design of the trackball. You need to have a right breaking putt or a putt with inside of 5 feet. That's not left breaking at all. If it's left breaking, it goes too far left. But and I'll show you why, and I'll just give a little demonstration on hole 1 of the next one that I play. What do we got? We got Timberback. All right, so you guys all know, when you pull the ball to A, right? Watch this. Club head comes down on its own. If I pull it to C, it does not. It's all just because of the physics of the ball. There's a roller here, and a roller here. I put up an image a couple times on the stream. Maybe if we see it, if I see it laying around here, I'll pop it up for you guys. But it's just the trackball starts spinning back forward when you pull to A, and that's all I'm doing on that putt. I'm just pulling it to A and letting it spin forward so it hits it out to the left as far as it can. So 1 turn right generally will be able to be pushed back all the way back to 1 turn right. That's really it. Yeah, see, rain sucks. I forget how much rain sucks. This hole can be there too. Not today, though. All right, I'm going to roll this shot, even though it's not a roll shot. The distance tells me it's not, but I need it to fight through the rain. Ooh, that's not a fun look. All right, so this one, I'm actually going to play the high tee forward and play it into the branches. Yeah, go ahead. Pop it up, Richard. Oh, you got to get audio set for it. All right, so I'm going to hit the high 4 and just go into the trees. I needed to hit a branch and knock it down. And, of course, it goes through them a bit. I went too far. Yeah, I have one. I got a Bayou Bay on there. It's coming up. My God, my short chipping is so atrocious again. Oh, we did. No way. Again, I'm rolling this, even though it would not be a roll shot unless it was raining. But let's move. Let's use a tee and get this thing to go in. And I pushed it hard left. Yeah, I'm a little off on my thumbs. there's really no other way. I've tried this a ton to get it over to the other fairway. It just never does. So you want to just put this up to the edge as far as you can. And stay clear. Now I got it. Now I got options. Feel that they call pride. That old Brutally Pure? No, not really ever. I play a lot of other games, but really only Golden Tee. Oh, cool. All right, here. So Richard found the picture I was talking about. I think we'll pull that up here in a second. I love how he did this too, guys. Richard did a really creative job on this. I love it. Okay, this one though, you got to get on that island. You want to be to the farthest right, as far close to the front of it as you can be here. Big trees in the way here, so it's going to be a cut shot in. I'm going to high tee the 3-wood and hit it soft. All right, so what we got here though is this is the trackball. When we're looking at this design, and that's the layout of how the inside of the trackball looks while it's on the machine. So if you can see, if I pull to A, oh, hey, he cut off of it. If I pull to the A, then the stabilizing roller starts spinning the ball back forward. So, and that's all that happens. That's really it. It's not a big magic secret. If I was to design a trackball again, and if we were to design a trackball that's better for Golden Tee, I would want it to be a quarter turn back to the left, so that the roller is straight flat with the B, and then there's one going between the 1 and the 2 and the 2 and the 3. So it's like this and this and this, but it just couldn't happen. That it would just make the programming so much different. You'd have to change all the mounts on every machine in the past, but that would change it. It would make everything equal. I'd want symmetry between the two things. And give it 1 second here, guys, that we're looking at that. Oh, cool. All right, we're back into it. So we're going over the top of the trees. We're going to cut it back to that island. Short is pretty bad too, because if it sticks right by the wall, it sits in some bushes that you'll hit. And yeah, I want to hit the 4. I'm going to hit the 4 and hit it a little harder. That's fine. I'm clear of the rock. I'd like to be farther, be closer, but this is fine. Why, Brutally, what other games do you like? What other games are you watching? Oh, this is a hole-in-one opportunity, guys. We got a hole-in opportunity. Wow, I really laid off of that. Way less than... Okay, there were other options here where I'd murder this out into the sand. Because that used to... You'd have setups where you couldn't get far enough. In fact, you know what? Let's do it. Let's have some fun with this one. Oh, yeah. You know, out of those, I played Destiny quite a bit. I mean, like, from day one of Destiny 1 through up until about 6 months ago. Never really streamed it much. I have a couple. I have a sweet trip mine grenade that I have 6 kills on a trip mine grenade. That's my favorite thing I've streamed from Destiny. But I don't typically stream platforms at all. That's like my time to get away. Yeah, Ghost, I was actually looking to pick that up today. But I'm still playing Last of Us 2, and I'm still playing MLB Show, so I didn't really need to pick it up yet. Gosh, I miss having a 1-iron or a 2-bird here. All right, so we're going to get kooky, right? All right. Is it that? I can't remember what I used to do here. Let's go 3-wood low. Actually, I'm not upset about that shot. I'm okay with this. No way. Hmm. All right, so here's the deal with the copper, Nathan. It's a ground, right? You can get an electrostatic buildup that can cause the optic boards to fail. Whether it fails all the time, if it ever fails, if you ever get that static discharge built up, most likely not. Do I ever remove that shit? Absolutely not, because it can have problems, right? And it might just be one shot sometime where it's changing, screws up the reading, or the board itself could fry and I got to change it, which is nothing. So the answer to the question is yes. If you want to have a perfectly functioning trackball, you should have the copper tape there. You need to have a way for that have that electrostatic discharge to get off the ball. Otherwise, it's going to your electronic components. It's that simple. I mean, and here we've had problems with that tape for years and years and years and years and years, right? That they've went from a tape to these copper clips that they put in there, and the copper clips were awesome, except they didn't seat it down into the plastic. They just put it on top, so it gave a little gap in the plastic. And I swear, I had power vending was they had the Marcades machines, so within like I went through 6 trackballs in like 3 days. I hit C3s or A1s and was literally just shoving the trackball through the plastic and stamping the whole thing because that seal wasn't tight. It was causing it to be not have enough. It didn't have enough to hold everything together right. So that little bit of break in the seal was causing the trackball to shatter. Like I was shattering the plastic, the casings on them. I did it in a couple tournaments too. It was. I hit too hard, I think. But to be perfectly honest with you, too, the tape, the tape bunching up, I have literally taken apart thousands and thousands of trackballs, and the tape bunching up, it's a fine tuning thing. It affects like your fine shots, but you could literally put your fingers on the roller while I hit the ball, and I'd still be able to max out the speed. It's not slowing it down enough and affecting the shots enough that it should most people would ever notice. I would bet if I went to 50% of the bars in the country that nobody plays at, that the copper tape is probably rubbing on the roller. And in fact, I've opened some balls up where the copper yeah. Honestly, the trackball might be the most accurate thing on Golden Tee. Another miss, awesome. What Richard says is right on though, but yeah, you want to have that there, and the people it makes me very angry when people disagree with that. Oh, I took mine off. Well, good, you took yours off. That's why you don't score very well. If it didn't have to be there, do you think that after we bitched about it for so many years, they wouldn't have just removed it? That's my other part of it. Well, he knew. Well, he knew. He knows my feelings on it. He knows I agree with him. I just didn't think he. I'm going to tell you right now, Nathan, that most likely that was a secondary issue. When you took that apart, I'm sure you fixed the copper tape and you cleaned everything off too, right? You cleaned the ball, you cleaned all the crap out of it. It wasn't just a one, oh, I'm going to take this copper tape off and then put the ball back together. Yeah, and different players definitely. Like, if you guys go to the bar that I play at, where I played out of the 10,000 games on the machines, I played 8,000 of them. You'll notice that everything's a little bit different because the groove that I've developed from how I hit on the ball is slight differences. It's just little tiny slight differences on everything. It's those kind of things though that people's games travel. So I'm gonna guess if your distance drops from, if you can hit 142 and it's dropping down to 110, there's some sort of unnatural lubricant that got onto the roller. Even the bearings crapping out won't stop me and change that kind of, make that kind of speed difference. The only thing that would do that is when I lose all friction with the roller. It's why people with that lotion issue, it's the worst thing you can do to a trackball, put a lubricant on it. Because the ball then doesn't have the grip to grab the roller. And if that roller doesn't spin, it's the ball's rolling freely over it. Well, then you have a problem. And it can happen. I mean, obviously the tape will slow it down, but man, the amount of that tape, I could jam all of the tape off the ball in between that, and it's really not slowing it down much. But I mean, it's typically something. It's something external that got on the trackball when you have a drop in speed like that. All right, so we got 18 as a bitch. God, I forget. I should have my 9.5 on this bag too, because on this shot here, I would hit a straight 9.5 right through that tree line. I can't do that. The 8.5 is it's too low, and if I high tee it, I will never stay on the green. So now I got to play a cut shot around it. If that sits on that green, I'm happy as hell. Now, if you guys noticed, if you watch this, and this is why I tell you to watch your shots as they go in. If you saw that, and you can see it now here, you see how I'm full ball, my ball fully went into the fringe here? I won't be able to get this putt out right enough to make it, right? It's a chip. If that ball would have stopped right when it hit the fringe, I could get it out. I can fight a left 9-9. So this is a chip for sure. 24 isn't terrible on that course either. But yeah, the copper tape getting punched in there will affect it. I'm telling you though, the majority of people in the world are probably playing on a trackball that has that kind of crap happening to it right now. All right, I heard Bayou in there. Let's play this Bayou. All right, we got a Ryan Sparks up there with a nice little 26 under here. All right, one isn't really drivable. It can be pretty close to getting it up there. It's a bit far back today. So we're just playing a thumb shot in to hole out the second one. I put it in. Me. Ooh. Oh, it's back. So 2 will set up to be drivable with an A1. It's most of the time you're not even going to high tee it because you want it to skip the bunker. But that one wasn't there, so we're not worried about it. But it's such an easy fix. Just don't take the whole damn piece out. And when I first learned that was at Worlds in 2016. They were all brand new machines, and every ball when you hit it was getting black gunk all over it. And that black gunk is from them over lubricating the bearings before they before they put the track balls in. So that black gunk was all over all of them. So Brad Litz and I, rest in peace, Brad. We went through all the machines and were taking them apart. And I went right in, I ripped the copper tape out, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "It's like, dude, that shit just gets in the way." And he's like, "No, that's really important because it'll mess up readings and it can also fry the optic boards." I was like, "Yeah, but that's not going to happen." He's like, "No." And he wouldn't let me put the ball back in without the copper tape on at Worlds. I was like, okay, so now I know that I should have that tape in all the time. And then I went and read up on it, and it makes sense. It's really weird how, like, we can go out to the world and, like, search on this thing, like these computer things, and they will kind of give you the information. They'll tell you all this shit. It's kind of cool. It's a really weird time we live in. All right, this one here, I'm going to just low tee the 8.5 and skip this ball right onto the green. It's going to be awesome. That was a really easy setup. It looks hard. Back when this course was live, it would have been hard because you couldn't do that. Okay, so this one you might be thinking a high tee. I think this is better with a no tee. We're going to hit a bite shot, and we're going to skip this up. I think this got a chance of going in, guys. This could be a shot of the week. We might want to watch this one. Ah! Backspin. So that's an extra one, dude. That one's not there very often. Not drivable. So when it's not drivable, I go to the tee box where it's the box where it is drivable. Why not hit the shot that I always hit? Oh my God. Wow, I almost missed that. Ooh. Wow, this is friendly, dude. This shot has been hard every other time I played this lately. All right, this is going to be a little harder because with it being damp, this ball's not going to go very far after I hit it, after it hits the ground. And I caught a branch too. So now I got a thing above me. You got to look at this because everything's hitting that. I got to go around this. All right, let's get a hole out. I want to put together a good round here. Come on. Ah! Yeah, my straight shots aren't quite there right now. This hole gave me a man crush on Jeff Harlow. We were playing a match at the Frozen Open in Chicago. I think it was, well, this was 2007 or 8 courses. And, you know, we're both, I think we're actually both one better going into this hole. So, you know, I hit it to the fairway. I walk up to thumb it. And I had yipped the ball back a little bit when I put my thumbs down. So it went like 3 feet. And Harlow's like, no, I'm not taking those. I'm not taking that stroke. And I was like, okay. And it was not new to tournaments. I was like, I was not brand new to tournaments, but it was still newer. And he's like, no, I don't take that stroke. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. So we go through. So it shows on the board most of the game. He's up by one while I hold one out later, and we tied at 30 under on the board. And I'm like, okay, sudden death. How does this work? And he goes, no, it's no sudden death. You won. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I gave you that stroke. I felt terrible. Like winning on this course, we shot 30 to 30, and he lost. Like it felt awkward, but that defined me as a player. Like that made me always do that for anybody. If it ever happens, like I'm giving those strokes back. I can play some more of the event mode. I don't think I need to. I don't think anybody can touch me right now on it. If you guys want to see it, I'll happily spend the dollars. So Jeff Harlow, if you're watching, if you're hear this, I love you. You shaped me into the man I am today. No one will look down on you for that. That is not a negative on you. God damn it, that was almost a perfect shot. I hate this hole. Because then I'll chip that one in the water too. I got a couple other invites to burn through one shot, but I can knock out a couple more if you want to see it a couple more times. It is a really great looking group of holes. It's a good grouping of holes. All right, we got a 622 par 5, sorry. This is a tougher one to get to. I want to hit a C3, but I'm kind of scared of this tree in front of me. Like, it's going to hit it. We'll try it. Now, I didn't get as right as far as I wanted, but I should be able to cut this down a little bit. And I didn't cut it down at all. I hit it straight. I wanted to throw that way out, and I didn't hit it very well. My chipping is just something fiercely bad lately. All right, only one way to play it, just to put it up here on the left edge. Have as much way around the outside edge of this tree as you can. We're going to play the 3. We're going to hit it. We're going to cut it a little tiny bit and then hit it soft. All right, I'm going to thumb this with backspin and bring water. I'm bringing water into play by doing this. And I pushed it way left. Yeah, I brought water into it. Oh, that's a friendly look. Ah. Wow, 170-yard par 4. That's a little weird. Wait a minute. All right, so we got the bayou out of the way. I got a timber. No, I played timber. What is the other ones? Oh, this canyon we want to see. Oh, we got, is one there? Oh, I got time. I got nothing to do tonight. Shit, do I want to go straight? Oh, yeah. This a fucking Jim song. I'm feeling like we might be getting a couple bandwidth issues, guys. So stick around. Don't worry about it. It should clear up pretty quick. Looks like it did already. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so terrible. And I can't make a chip right now to save my life. Yep. What the hell am I doing? You know what's funny? I honestly think, with how I'm pulling my chips all a little left, I think the copper tape is actually coming off on this. But as you can see, it's not affecting my distance at all. It's just it's got a little bit of pull. But I haven't opened this trackball. I put it in during events mode, proving a point to people. Just a brand new one in, just to see how I could do with it. VitP, how you doing, my man? I had a couple. I had a couple big ones on this course. But my favorite memory on this course, and I can't ever find the YouTube of it, but I caught a 30 on it because I aced the last par 5, 17 or 16. And you're probably going, what? How? That's not possible. Yeah, I'll show you guys the shot if it's there. It's a very specific setup that I found works. VitP, I think John's still in here too, bud. Vit, remember when we were at that tournament at Joliet? And you were playing Will Lee in the first round, and I want to say it might have been this course, but you hold out 1, 2, and 3 on him, and then they realized that the lock conditions gave us the same setup as the tournament play, and they made you guys restart. All right, this is going to be the challenging hole. Yeah, this is not a fun look. Is a full going to bend to 7-wood back? No, it's not. This is ugly. Oh. All right, that was cutting it awful close, but I cut the 5-wood high tee just so I could cut it down and lose the distance on it, because the 6-wood just doesn't want to turn enough on a hole like that. Now, if the wind was blowing the other direction, I would have hit a 6-wood from right turn 1 and hit a full in. How do you leave that short? That was pretty terrible. I felt so bad for you there. Okay, way downhill. The 9-wood should be fine distance-wise. Go in. Oh, it was body more. You're right. All right, just got to get this to bank 2 walls and stay in the fairway. Oh, 1 wall's fine too. That was the maddest I'd ever seen you. Off the wall? Ah! Yay! I made a little chip. Sweet. Okay, so you can go straight on here. In fact, I'm going to do it today. After learning that rocks and cliff are fairway too, why not have a straight shot off a fairway? Is that Tony Johnson? Oh, TJ one shot. I got you. My bad. Oh, bad shot. Ah, I'm gonna miss this too now. Whew. Leave from my stress. Okay, so it's not there today. You need a wind blowing left to right, right? I've got this up on the stream a couple times though. But if you hit a high T 5-wood or 6-wood into the rock directly in front of me here, and the wind is blowing left to right, it kicks up and out over the top of the rock, and the wind pushes it back to the middle of the green. Ooh. That's awesome, King. Eat up, buddy. How the fuck? Come on. The D in my stats. I had a great shot there, I thought. All right. All right, you want to see a 32 or 31? I can do that. Come on, come on. Ah. I despise this course because 17 and 18 are junk. They're junk. You have shoots on it that you can be safe. I don't like banking off of rocks for 3 straight holes. That's probably one of my least favorite courses I've ever made. All right, let's see. Let me see what other ones I got in here. I know Neil sent one. He wanted to see a Lake Powell. Tundra, I can wait to play that. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can 31 this. I love going this way. Look at that line. And look at how bad my lines are right now. They're so off. That should have been a gimme ace. I mean, gimme hole up. I use a 3-wood on... Wow! Yeah, I played Shady just a minute ago, and I played clean and watered 18. Go! My stress. That's why Haas's 31 on that course is the second best game of Golden Tee of all time. It was the best game of Golden Tee all time. Yeah, 31 on Shady Acres is ridiculous. No, it's probably not you, Arnie. I think we had a little bandwidth there. I think it looks clear now, though, so it might be you now. All right, this is an awfully long look. We're just going to put it up. Well, thank you, One Shot. Oh, I thought you said 2. Oh, well. I'll get to that one after. Sorry, Neil. Come on. I'll play it next. And then I'll get that 31 or 32 up that dude's asking for. And I will guarantee I shoot a 31 or 32. Guarantee it. Nothing. We got no holdouts yet. You know what? I'm curious. Does anybody know, did the tee boxes change on real-time rivals too? I'd be curious. Because if it did, then that would mean if I played real-time rivals, Oakwood is going to be a 32 par every time. JP, how you doing, bud? Damn it. I feel like my thumbs are dialing in a little bit here now, guys. I feel like they're coming alive. Backspin, I was right the first time. Two clubs would be, I don't really think that would be possible. It would be very challenging. Well, I tell you what, we'll play it live. Give me a second, I'll start it off next, and we'll just play it together. I got music in right now. I can't find my good headphones either. Ooh, this isn't very fun. Actually, that wasn't as bad as I thought. All right, let's get a hole out. Let's get this 31 right now. I think that was very moist. That was very moist. Ooh! All right. Well, I'll take the 30-31 with 39, with 99. That's fine. Who was asking for that? All right, TJ, you got your 31. Wasn't expecting it on Lake Powell, but you got it. Wow, that 35, that's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough record to break on my machine. All right, so we're gonna play this other one here. There it is. Here we go. Neil, you're getting. I'm gonna put it on you here. We're not bailing off on this at all. All right, we'll try. We'll do it every time. Back to back. Back to back. Actually, let's go 32 here for the man. We're going to try. Imagine if I could have gotten one to drop with how well I had the setup for it. Oh, that felt good. Very juicy. Oh, I did actually, Fire. I even pulled a picture of the trackball up for you. Yeah, you'll have to scroll back through and explain it. The bomb is me. Tell you how you feel. Now, see, on that one, actually, that was actually a 2-better because, in my mind, that was a 2-better because 11 wasn't drivable, but I made a 30-yard chip. From me. Yeah, I don't like this look. Your break your heart. All right, here it is. Oh, God, I put this in a bad spot. Wow! And then I pulled it again. That didn't have a pull on it. That was... You'll be able to roll back. I tell you what, guys. Do I have tools right here? Where did I put my other... Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. I'm not going anywhere. Oh well. Yeah, but I missed one too in here. Ah. Oh. All right, here we go. Hole out time. Nope. Ah, that was a good look too. All right, here we go then. Hole out time here. It's so offset. I gotta push this back hard. Yeah, that sucks. Bad front. We missed an easy one. All right, got a couple options here. I'm going to use the one I'm going to run it at the hole on. Oh, that felt good. Ooh. Not there. I pushed it. Alright, finally thumbed one straight, but I thumbed that 95 somehow. I didn't even thumb that hard. I have a feeling that this is going to be a hole out. I don't know why. It just feels like it, but it should be. That would have been a nice one. That would have been a good call. Call your shot. This has been a very choice setup, guys. That missed shot was bad. Not moist off of par, because par on this is one off of what it can be so far, but all right. Ooh, that's not a very good look either. So when it's that pin tucked in the corner like that, I like high teeing something with a flip just to plop it straight down. Oh. Wow. Wow, guys. This is going to be a poke coming in. All right, let's see what games I have in invites here. Otherwise, I'll pop a couple events mode before we call it a night. All right, we got... Yeah, nothing really to look at now. We'll play a couple events for you guys. Let's see if we can go better than par. I need to shoot better than 36s now. Hello? Now, you guys got to stay tuned. I'm going to be announcing a giveaway next week. It's a pretty good one. You guys will like it. King and I got to come up with something to get you guys in, though. To figure out what we're going to do to make you eligible for the giveaway. I told King to make everybody send nudes, but I don't know if that plays out very well. I don't know why I'm using a T on that. I'll hit it farther without a T. Ugh. God damn it. I needed more than thumbs. My thumbs are really big tonight, though. They're like, I'm like hitting mid 90s, high 90s when I'm just flipping it. All right, we got a chance at this one here. This is an opportunity. Got to make that one. Got to get... That's the one I've made probably the most, that approach shot. And for some reason, I've aced this hole a ton, and I never used to ace this hole. And then there's the other par 5 on the back 9. That's I don't even know what course is. No, I can't even think of what course it is. Now, I used to ace this hole a ton. I haven't aced it once in this event. Oh, okay. This is a good look, actually. I got a feeling this is a chance of being something. Wow, I murdered that. That was a boner. It's because Spotify ended. I gotta get a new station going. What station do we go with? Ooh, I'm gonna listen to myself on the Play More, Pod More, Get Better broadcast. That would be fun. Ah. To your Metrodome. We go legend. Let's see if let's get a reboot. We go to... Here we go. Sorry, guys, I gotta get teas. I really wish they would just have a button that filled up your bag from here. Here, $10. Or $30. Fill up your bag. Woo! Yeah, this is annoying. I wish you could do this faster. Woo! We go legend. We go legend. Almost there, guys. Almost there. 3 more. Oh, no. It won't let me buy a third. All right. Ooh, we're going no T at this. No spin. Get down there. Yeah, you see, I mean, these holes are not, it's not a lot of hole out opportunities. It's a lot of stick the green and be happy with your putt. That's why that 2-better I shot pretty early, and it was like, wow, I shoot 4 clean games, and I think you won this. Yeah, Tom. But then I like to give it to my vendor. When I like to have my vendor get some money off of me with the tees. He takes care of Camden Amusements in Iowa. Takes really good care of us as players. Shit, I hit roll and I meant bite. Is that going off the edge? What the fuck? Now I gotta quit it. I meant to hit bite on that, guys, not roll. That's what I get. Yeah, so if I buy it from there, so typically what I'll do is I'll fill up at the bar on 2 machines at once, and then while I'm doing that, I'll fill up through the app too. So then if you look, I'll have, right now I just did the app in my home machine. I know that's against what I was just saying. There's a method to all of my madnesses. But now if you look, I'll have 2,000 T's or something like that. Or 1,800. 1,700. So we're good. Oh, come on, get one. Rip. Rip! Come on, Hillbilly! Aw. All right, here we go. We're going better than par of this game. Same thing. All right, this has got to be an opportunity. Yeah, it doesn't go to your vendor, so yep. Yeah, but right now though, playing on the home edition, they just got all the money too. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I just like to reward my vendor who takes good care of me. And really rewarding my bar too, because if you think about it, IT takes, so every time I buy teas, they get $1, so my bar gets 50 cents. Oh, guys, I'm on these holes right now. It also helps because it's a tough balancing act because I get gift cards from the vendor. Sorry about that, Neil. But since I get my machines at my bar are set at 5 a game, but I get back a kickback per game of like $2.50 a game, right? So I end up having stacks of gift cards. But for the first, let's say, 10 days of a month, when I get gift cards, the machines are way negative. Like the bar owes money to the vendor off of my gameplay. So it's nice to buy my teas during that time to negate that blow too. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. Oh God, I watered it. Oh, nice. Stay dry. Oh. I forgot I have 3 drivers in this bag. Kevin, you do. Typically, they have a deal that goes on where you'll get an amount off. Like it'll cost you there's a breakdown of it, but I think it would cost you $600 to get it up to 2020. But I think you get a discount too right near the end of the year. Like if you purchase the update for 2021, they'll give you the other one for free, something like that. What do you mind I ask? How good of a price are you getting on the 2018? Dude, I just missed that whole again. The fuck are you doing? Yeah, you will have to talk to Josh or Kelsey. Then you get the updates. You spend another 6. You're at 34. Kevin, you might just want to be. You honestly at that price, you might just want to. You might just think of talking to Brian Roski and Fitzgerald, and paying the 37 or 37.50, getting 2021 for no extra cost, and then having the warranty on it too. It's you're at that point of play where it's probably worth it for you to just buy a brand new one. All right, I'll do one more event here. But seriously, talk to Brian Roski or Adam Fitzgerald. I'm sure somebody can type their names in here, and you'll see everybody vouches for them. They're awesome. In fact, I just bought 2 motherboards from Adam. I buy crap from him all the time. The joy of those guys is they're players and they're fun freaking dudes, and a special update card. What do you mean, TJ? You generally have to upgrade. You can't just, yeah, it's one upgrade, but it costs more than just the $400 upgrade normal. Now, if you were getting that for close to $2 grand, 2,200. Oh, well, the kickback can be anything, though. That's the thing. The kickback is whatever you decide with your vendor. So you don't have. I mean, I got mine from. Okay, but that's more expensive than what the update is. The updates are only $3.99. And then he would have to. Yeah, that's more expensive than a normal update. My batteries on my headset just died. I don't have my good one. I can't find. I've lost it somewhere down here recently, and I don't know where it is. All right, so with the TV and stand, that's now you're getting to a better value there. Because I mean, you got to look TV stand probably looking at $400 value right there. Now, did you get a chance to see what internal hardware was in it, Kevin? Because you might be wanting to upgrade stuff like video card Here, when I'm done with this game, I'll show you, tell you. So, I'll show you when I'm done with this game what you want to see. And then you can just post a picture to us, and we'll let you know if you're gonna want to. I'll take a look for it. I'll show you where you're gonna look. In fact, somebody just posted this question on the Golden Tee fan page about, well, how do I find out what, like, does the build date mean that's when it was built? And no, there's no real way to check. And in fact, I wouldn't even care what the build date on anything is, because, I mean, my machine's pretty brand new, and I've upgraded everything on this too. So I'll show you where you can look though. So when we're done with this game, I'm going to go into the operator menu and show you what I want you to get a picture of so we can see. And this will really determine whether the value is there for you or not. Haha, Tom. I'm hoping I haven't watched much yet. No. I don't know how to feel. I mean, I'm really happy baseball's going to be back any minute now. But I don't know how much I'm going to... I dropped out of a fantasy baseball league already because I'm just not sure how I'm going to feel about, like, this 70-game schedule. I don't know. King and I will talk about that, too, and come up with something. If you guys watched any of the gig, it's not a match, guys. It's not a fair battle. Maybe I get some of the Powercade guys. Maybe I'll grab one of them. Maybe Gossett I'll try to get. I think that could be a good one. I don't know how their stream is set up right now and if it's ready to go. Ooh. We're going to try to drive this. Come on. Come on, ramp. Nope, no ramp. I like Al too much, man. I like Al too much. I don't want to break him. Nah, this is a bad pin, but that wind should help. It is a total crapshoot. Oh, super bright, man. This is the worst setup I could have asked for on this hole. Big outwind, pin on the left. Whew. That's as bad as that hole could have gotten. Super far back, can't get across the little patch. Wind, big outwind with the pin tucked on the left. God damn it. That's what I was afraid of. Stop. Ah, there we go. All right, so a clean one there. I think I dropped off. I got 8,100 more points now than I did. All right, so here, Kevin, this is for you. Are you still here? Yeah, no, I actually have to come back there. I got to go stay with Adam, and maybe we get John and them out. What bar are you guys playing at now, Tom? And Kevin, are you still here? All right, so even if Kevin doesn't hear me yet, we're going to operator menu, right? You're going to go to troubleshooting shortcuts, right? We're going to go to system tests. Then we're going to go to hardware tests. And I want to see hardware software. And then system info. Nighthawk should all be the same. Hard drive, not a big deal. It's cheap if you need to get a different one. What I want to see, the two things that are going to be cost intensive, motherboard and video card. That video card here's the top one right now, and that'll cost you about $250 to $300, let's say. You might find it a little cheaper, but let's just go that. The motherboard, this is an iteration lower than what's out right now. I think I bought the newer ones, and they're typically running about $250 to $300 as well. So if you have two video card, maybe 3 generations older than this, so something less than, like, let's say he's had the machine since 15, you're probably going to want to do, oh, okay, gotcha. You're probably going to want to upgrade both of those. Everything else is cheap, but the motherboard video card is really what I want to see. Get a screenshot of this and send it our way, and we'll take a look. You can put it on my page. You can just message me on Facebook, anything like that. Because if this is really old, then to get up to this screen, to get up to this technology, you might be, I mean, then now your cost, this is definitely costs you more to do these two things than a stand and a TV would. And the technical aspect of it is a bit harder for these. It's a pain in the ass to rip this out and switch out a motherboard and switch out everything, make sure you don't screw it up. Richard, what do you think here? Tom, Chuck stood up at my wedding and he won't even watch my stream. All right, but on that note, I'll look forward to hearing you, Kevin, if you need any help on that, help your decision-making process at all. Otherwise, put up a clean round on that event. It's been word of mouth. We went through a lot of the harder courses of all time. And you can see some of them, Sequoia fucked me up, and that's why I'm probably my favorite. Possibly my favorite course, and I think that got me pretty good. Otherwise, though, they're not too bad. It's just they're so many fine-tuned things. You miss a putt, you get a rollover, you can cost yourself 4 strokes right away. So you got to play really careful. Stouts do make them a lot easier. You make less mistakes. You change the 2 mistakes in the round to 1 mistake, and now you're 2 off a par. But otherwise, keep banging away, guys. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday. And hopefully special guest and another announcement. The announcement for the giveaway will be pretty cool. You guys you'll love to hear that one. Love you guys, and we will talk to you again soon.